Hello, weary travelers, and welcome back to the Temple of Kung Fu. As always, I'm your host, the Shaolin Kid. And tonight's tale, released by Gold Ninja Video, The Revengeful Swordswoman, released in 1978. This film is a wushu kung fu film, and right off the bat here, I'm just going to say this film has so many characters that are ripped off from other better kung fu movies. Like the One-Armed Boxer's in here, Golden Swallow's in here. There's probably a bunch of other guys that I did not recognize, but I could tell that they were not created by the people who made this movie. There are a lot of people in this movie that the creators just kind of ripped off. Right? They called the Golden Swallow the Golden Bird. Like, you could have called her like the Golden Sparrow or something, but no. The Golden Bird. Very, very good replacement name. But there was also a bootleg Jimmy Wang Yu in the One-Armed Boxer, which was also pretty funny. But anyway, so basically this film isn't just rip-off characters, even though that's a lot of the film. The film has a pretty loose plot, like a loose plot of the main girl trying to get revenge on the guy who killed her father. Which, I'm going to tell you, the story was a mess. Right, so the movie started, like the first 5 minutes of the movie, breakneck pace, right? Her master picked her up and threw her off of a mountain into the wolves, literally, to fend off a pack of wolves. She went back to him. She said, hello, I'm back, what's up? And he's like, fuck you, you're not my student anymore, fuck you. And she's like, what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? I'm confused. Fuck you. You're not my student. I killed your father. Right? Just out of nowhere. Just says, I killed your father. Fuck you. And she's like, what? And then they fight, and he beats her up, and then he locks her in a cage. And then this guy comes over, and he's like, hey, you're locked in a cage. Then he gets her out of the cage. And then they fight the master, and they kill him. And from that point onward, actually, when he's dying, by the way, when the master's dying, she's sad because he saved her from being killed by a cobra. And then he says, oh, I didn't kill your father. The man who helped you killed your father, or something like that. And it's like, why did you say you killed her father then? Like, they never explain why he said that. Like, it's so random and so weird. So, like, he's supposed to be a good guy, then why would you have him lock her in a cage, throw her to the wolves in the first 5 minutes, and say he killed her father when he really didn't? Seems really, really random. And then, from that point onward, it's just kind of like her dicking around on side quests, just kind of beating up people that are hired by the villain, right? Just kind of going off and killing people, not killing all of them, just beating people up, killing people. She has like a friend who's like a bit stupid, he's a bit dumb, and he like tags with her the whole movie until he dies the way he lived, like a fucking idiot, and he just constantly runs at this guy who's not even attacking him, by the way. He's just kind of like going, fuck off. He's like swatting him away like a fly, right? Like he has a chance to just run away, but he doesn't. He just keeps running at him, and the guy just goes, fuck you. Stop. He just keeps whacking him with this thing, and it kills him because he's a fucking moron. And then his sister, I'm guessing, she gets killed too, equally as idiotically. And then the main girl has more reasons to get revenge. But then, like, the movie just kind of... It's mainly just a whole fighting montage is this kind of film. Until the very end, where she does get revenge, and, the master comes back. He's not dead until he dies again. And then, so what was even the point? And then, she kills an evil guy with skulls on his shoulders, and then she kills the evil guy who actually was the guy who freed her from the cage at the beginning of the movie, who was actually the evil mastermind all along. And then he got the light from water reflected in his eye, and it blinded him enough to where she could throw like a sword or whatever, like a little knife in his neck. And then the way he doesn't fall over. He dolphin dives into the water when he dies. So that's beautiful. And then she walks away, and then there's an ending, and then no credits, by the way. So yeah, that's the film. And essentially, I think this film was mainly made to capitalize on the popularity of these characters, right? Because the film had, like, no story, right? It was basically just all these fight scenes with all these bootleg versions of these popular Hong Kong Kung Fu characters. And I feel like the film was just kind of made to capitalize on the popularity of those characters. I mean, I don't know any other reason for why this film was made, unless it was made to be like a fan fiction for the characters. But mainly it's for that money. That's the only reason this was made, was to make some dough. Which, I mean, makes sense when you really watch the film. Even though it was fun, it wasn't great. Like, objectively, the film was not great. But it's really fun, though. I did have fun with it because it was just non-stop deadly actions, you know what I mean? Like, just everywhere. Just fighting here, fighting that. Like, you know, everybody in Hong Kong knows Kung Fu, you know what I mean? But yeah, pretty good. But overall, I do find the film enjoyable. And I think I think on the question of would I recommend it, I mean, if you like films like this, if you like Kung Fu films, I think you'd have a lot of fun with it. But if you're going in, like, expecting a story, probably not the film for you. You know, if you're looking to get engaged in a story, you're not going to get that here. If you just want to have fun and have a bunch of dumb, fun action, this is probably good for you. But, yeah. If you just want to have dumb fun, definitely recommend. And, so I'm going to give this film 2 ratings. I think I'd give it, like, a real rating and, like, enjoyment levels rating. So a real rating, I think I'd give it, like, a 5. It's not awful. It's definitely, like, competently put together. It's not insulting. But it's definitely not, like, anything to write home about objectively. I mean, I can understand why not a lot of people like this film, because there's just not a lot, like, there's no story, so it's understandable. But on my enjoyment level, I think I'd give it, like, a 7.5. I think it was quite enjoyable, and I, like, was, like, laughing a lot throughout it. I think it was really funny. Some of the dub, like, mistranslations were really funny and, like, really random. It's like, what was the don't rely one? Like, it's like, rely on that, or something like that. Like, it was really funny. But, yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I need to say, guys. You know, thanks for stopping by the temple. You know, really appreciate you supporting it. And, I hope you like this video. Share with friends, subscribe, notifications on. Comment down below what you liked it. And, I've been the Shaolin Kid. Buddha be praised. Freeze frame ending! So guys, here's some life lessons with the Shaolin Kid. You don't know truth until you've seen it. True life, true words to live by, you know what I mean? True words to live by.